Good morning, everyone. I am waking up a little bit late today, but here I am. I've just had a little bit of water and, excuse me, I have hiccups and I had some OJ, just a couple sips. So when I wake up in the morning, I prioritize water, and then I have about maybe 200 mils or 300 mils of just some juice after the water to get my sugar intake going, get my energy going. Yesterday, I actually did my first sugar fasting, which I call juice fasting. I just juice fasted for the day. It's the first time that I have fasted in like 2 years intentionally, and I'm really happy that I did that. I'm really happy with how I feel. I'm really happy that I just went the whole day with juice. So today might be more of like a fruit fasting and jam and juice. So I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. So stay tuned. Full disclosure, I want to tell everyone here that I didn't have enough juice yesterday. I think I had about 4 liters, but that still wasn't enough. And I had one baby food, which was not even 100 calories. So this is why juice fasting or sugar fasting or fasting in general can be very dangerous, is you become undercarbed really quick and you become fatigued really quick. And I know that I'm undercarbed right now. I can tell in my disposition, I can tell in how slow I'm sort of moving. And it's just an interesting observation for me because I haven't fasted in 2 years. And when I fasted, I would do water fasts, which were even more detrimental to my mood, to my energy, to everything in my life, basically. Those days were also full of coffee and lots of distilled water, but I was completely undercarbed those days. So I can feel right now that I am undercarbed and I am dying to have something in my body. So I've got some fresh orange juice, and you can see here that it's like settled. So you can see that how much fiber is in this. It's actually really interesting. And then this would be like orange water at the top, but you mix it up and there it is. All that fiber is in there. So now I'm gonna take a sip and add some sugar to it. I've just had a sip of the orange juice and I can already feel how much better I'm functioning. So this is gonna be nice to add this. Keep going. Yeah, I need that, maybe a little more. 145 grams of pure white table sugar. Wow. In your day, when you are water fasting, you are not yourself, you are not at your highest potential, and you are basically putting yourself in a very heavy detox, vulnerable position. So I don't think in my life that I will ever be water fasting again. I really don't understand anymore why I did it. And to be honest, I was using caffeine to get through my day. That's the only way that I was able to water fast, and it was miserable. It was every Monday for 40 hours, from Sunday night until Tuesday lunchtime. I was fasted on water and caffeine. And on those days, I had barely any sleep. So it's like cortisol, just cortisol on top of cortisol. Right now, I can already feel that I am able to talk a little better. I'm able to have a smile on my face, and I just feel so much more alive and awake. And that's just from a couple sips. Like, this is live happening at the moment. I'm gonna guess that I've been fasting since 8 o'clock on Monday, and it's like Wednesday afternoon right now. So I will probably break this juice fast for dinner tonight. So that's putting me at about 40 hours right now, which is what I would typically water fast. Let's keep going. All right, moving on. I made a video and I was like super excited, very motivated to make that video. And it's about what happens when you quit sugar. So yeah, and I'm just so happy to make these videos, to motivate people, to motivate myself, to continue on this path where it's just the fear of sugar is right out the window, so gone from my mind. Anyway, I'm gonna have this liter of apple juice, which has a cool 111 grams of sugar, of carbs. So yeah, so far I'm having whatever, a couple liters of juice. The orange juice had sugar in it, plus I added sugar to it. So let's continue. Okay. Something I also did when I was water fasting was go to a 1 hour hot yoga class where it was like upwards of 40 Celsius in the room. There were many times when I was water fasting and doing yoga that I thought that I was going to pass out. And I did one time vomit after a class because I was unprepared and undercarbed. So be very careful when you're quote unquote juice fasting, if you ever do this, that you take care and you make sure that you have enough calories to get through the session, through the class, whatever it is that you're doing. Otherwise, you're going to suffer. So take care of yourself and carb up. I'm pretty sweaty. I'm a little stinky, so I'm gonna take a shower now. But this was just what I needed. So I did a little workout. More sweat, and it's hot here. It's super hot here, so this is good. Breathe, and you must breathe when you are working out. Why? Because you want more oxygen so that there's more blood flow. And if you're holding your breath, or if you're just breathing through your nose like most yoga practitioners do, you're not getting that extra oomph. You're not getting that extra energy. You're probably getting a little bit lightheaded. So that's my suggestion. Did you sweat today? All right, so I've finished my apple juice and this orange juice. This orange juice is like, or I always keep one of these like liter juices by the bed so that at nighttime, if I'm thirsty, if I feel like, oh, I need something, I have that juice or I have some water. But now it's 6:30 and I am ready to eat something. So this would be like I think about a 48 hour, roughly, maybe 46 hour sugar fast, juice fast. And I am making rice. There's a little bit of pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder in that. I'm gonna have a few of these hearts of palm, which have almost no carbs, but they have a little bit of fiber and salt in them. And then I'm gonna add about 100 grams of chickpeas. And these have a little bit of salt in them as well, protein, carbs, and a little bit of fat, but I'm all right with that. And then I'm gonna have some lettuce and sort of mix everything all together. The salad dressing is tomato paste, sugar, and balsamic vinegar. Drinking my water while everything cooks. So I've added the chickpeas. Okay, and that's the rice. So let's eat. I'm gonna mix this all together and then munch on some hearts of palm while I'm eating this. And I'm gonna be watching a Durian Rider video from about 2 years ago while I eat for entertainment. So keep your meals as simple as possible when you're breaking your fast is my best suggestion. I'm only having rice, chickpeas, lettuce, a little bit of dressing, and some hearts of palm. It's really not that much. It's not over seasoned. It's not over salty. So keep it simple, keep it healthy, and high carb. I am noticing that my appetite I'm hungry. But because I was just basically on liquids for the last 2 days, I have to make sure that I'm chewing my food, and I have to make sure that I am not just guzzling it in, because then you're gonna have a sore stomach. So digestion starts in the mouth. You know, they say you gotta chew 20 times before you swallow or something, but just be mindful that like, okay, I just had liquids for the last couple days and now my body, I can feel already like the calmness. I feel chill. I feel super chill. The starch is good. The lettuce is great. Like I'm just really enjoying this meal, but you definitely want to take your time with it. There's no reason to rush when you're having a meal if you have nowhere to be. I have nowhere to be right now, but right here with you. So I am enjoying this and taking my time with it. So far, I've been eating for about 10 minutes, and that's what I have to say, and I'm gonna eat more. Before, when I was water fasting for 40 hours a week, I would break my fast with a little bit of fruit, and then 20 minutes later, I'd be eating something like heavy or fried or meat even, or, you know, it was just too salty, too heavy, too much, and I would often have a sore stomach or some kind of indigestion, and then I would be so tired that I would want to nap. Give me one last heart of palm. I love them when they're really soft and they just like sort of melt in your mouth. The first time I had a heart of palm was here. I never had hearts of palm in my life, like once in North America. Tell me why, I have no idea. It's like, but it tastes amazing. I love this sour. It's a little bit salty. I'm not gonna be sad about it, but the only salt that I've had in the last 2 days is from juice. So yeah, I'm very satisfied. Beautiful. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I would water fast for 40 hours every Monday for years. It's insane. It's totally crazy. Totally dependent on caffeine. And a really like bad mood to be around. And I would even teach yoga those days. I've learned so much. I'm so thankful to be where I am. Like, I don't know, I love this. I love this texture. I love this taste. So that's dinner. Oh, I'm all done. There's a little bit of rice left. I don't know, it's probably around 7-ish o'clock right now. And that's about where I'm at. Like, I feel very good right now. All right. So after dinner, I always like to wash the dishes. I never like to have a dirty sink. All right, there's some chips that magically appeared in front of me. So I'm gonna have a few of these with some ketchup. Okay, so I didn't have a whole heck of a lot of those potatoes, and I didn't really have much ketchup with them either, and they were no salt. So now I'm gonna have this magnesium and B1, B6, B12 little fizzy tablet here in my orange juice, water, and some sugar to top off my night. A little fizzy. Down the hatch and I'm done for the day. I am feeling like I'm ready for bed. So I'm gonna wait about 20 minutes and then I'm gonna brush my teeth. Wait about 20 to 30 minutes until or after your meals to brush your teeth, just to protect the enamel because it's soft after you eat. But you can always rinse with some water after. I always suggest that as well. So yeah, brush your teeth, take care of yourself, carb up, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much.